What's up, everyone? Jackson Napier today, and today I wanted to bring you guys the books of the month for the month of June. This is way overdue. I know I probably even said in the last month's video that I'm going to get better about this specific type of content that I'm putting out, which clearly didn't happen, so that's all right. Better late than never, right? Two books I read this month were really good. One just piggybacks off the other. I think it's like the sequel, or the follow-up, rather. But some really great books, some great takeaways. So I still wanted to continue to do this and show you guys books that I'm reading, whether anyone's getting anything from it or not. These are kind of fun for me to make, and then they give me a chance to kind of reflect on the books that I have been reading, to see if I missed anything and kind of get some takeaways from them again. So without further ado, first book I read is called Do What You Love, The Money Will Follow. This is a phenomenal book. If I'm being completely honest, there's only a few books in my life that I've read that make me feel normal per se. And what I mean by that is a lot of books will kind of give you the old cheesy, you can do anything you want, yada yada. There's very few books that I've read that make me feel less crazy, because sometimes I struggle not necessarily being around others, but talking about big long-term goals with others, because I feel like a lot of people are so short-sighted. They're only thinking about the immediate future. They're really not thinking long-term. And a lot of people short themselves of their goals. A lot of people just try to stay in their comfort zone, and a lot of people don't really want to see what they're capable of. And I'm a little different in that sense, of that I'd rather die in the process of trying than sit in the stands and wonder, what could have been. And a lot of the goals that I have for myself are really out there. They're kind of crazy. And so some of the passions that I have, some of the desires of my heart don't really align with a typical, 9-to-5 job, or a typical just day-to-day life that some people live. And sometimes it gets to you because you don't think that what you're doing matters, or you don't think that there's any credibility to why you should feel the way that you do. But this book really dialed that in and helped me understand that it's okay that I feel the way that I feel and have the goals that I have, and I don't need to apologize for that for anybody. And neither should you. If you have big outlandish goals, if you're surrounded by people that don't support you, fuck them. Either go solo or find people that can support you, because those who aren't going to support you, it may take some time for them to come around, but you don't have time to wait for them to come around. You need to go attack your goals. And so you need to surround yourself with the right people, but you're better off just being on your lonesome for the time being, and chasing those goals, rather than just succumbing to everyone else around you and never, stepping outside your comfort zone, never going to get what you want out of life. A lot of people really neglect, the passions and the desires of their heart, because they don't think, man, I can't be a millionaire off of this, or social media is not going to accept me because this is my desire, this is my passion, and not a lot of other people share it. I am immensely passionate about strength and conditioning and helping others. And there is definitely money in the fitness industry, do not get me wrong. But for what I want to do and how I see fit, it does pose a little bit of a challenge. And so sometimes it makes me second guess myself on if I'm doing the right thing. This fucking book made me feel like I was on the right track, that I'm doing the right things, and that I'm not fucking crazy. The things that I want to make happen in this world are going to happen. And this book definitely just solidified that it is perfectly okay for me to go out and strive to do those things. This is a top shelf book for me. I absolutely love this book. Again, do what you love, the money will follow. This book made me feel normal, or at least less crazy. And so I highly recommend that you guys who have these big dreams and big aspirations go check that out, because that book, 10 out of 10. It was an amazing book. The follow-up to that was To Build the Life You Want, Create the Work You Love. This is essentially just the sequel, or the follow-up to the Do What You Love book. And this was a good book as well. I definitely didn't get as many takeaways from it as I did from the first one, but there were still plenty good takeaways. This one kind of dives into the more nitty-gritty of, like, once you identify what it is you want to do, what do you need to do to kind of target your specific area that you're trying to involve yourself in, per se. Again, some good takeaways from this, do not get me wrong. this book was solid as well. But the first one was immensely credible. This is probably going to be a book that I come back to once every 12 months, every 16 months, just to refresh and find new takeaways from it. But yeah, just this year has been a little rough career-wise for me, and just trying to navigate my life as a young 25-year-old trainer coach. And this book helped me a lot. It made me feel like I can do whatever I want, and that there's it's okay. It's okay to chase what I want in this life and not what others want for me. So these were two great books. I recommend that you guys all both check them out. Make sure that we're staying up on our reading, getting after it, getting better every single day, putting that good information in our brain, trying to learn and get as many takeaways as we can from each book that we're diving into. And so I hope these videos that I'm putting out are helping you guys. I really do, because the stuff that I'm reading helps me. And my God, if it just helps one other person, then cool, we're on the right track. So I thank you guys for tuning into these videos. Don't forget to share and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Be great.